FlatsClass fans, welcome back to the channel. It is crispy cold here on the Nature Coast this morning. 33 degrees at sunrise. Look at those deep blue skies there above the pines. What happens when it gets cold? Well, it starts to set the fish in their winter pattern. But last week we caught the front edge of the front itself in the rain, and we caught some really good trout. And that trout fishing is going to get stronger as we move into December. It's not even December yet. So I was out with longtime friend and client Rick Harnish, throwing suspending plugs. We threw top water, soft plastic Z-Man jerk shads. But the bait that did it, like it always does when it starts getting cold, is the Paul Brown. Now, I threw the Paul Brown Little Devil because the devil made me do it, but it fishes a lot like a jerk shad. I'm going to let you go check out all the action, and then when we get back here, we'll talk a little bit more about it. Hey, one more thing. If you like this channel, you're learning from this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I need you in my classroom. Now, don't be late for class. Get there on the deck of the boat right now. Few more minutes. The squall line will have passed and the front will be here. Let's get back after it. Stop it for a second again. Now start it. Sometimes that's the trick. Came out right after the front came through with the rain. Now the front's not actually here, that's just the rain in front of it, but as soon as we feel that wind turn to the northwest, then the front will actually be here, but the pressure is definitely changing for sure. So we're trying to take advantage of it with some top waters, and I'm fishing a Paul Brown Devil. It's water temperature is still warm. For the day before Thanksgiving, it's warm. It's in the mid 70s, so it's not like we got to work these baits real slow. Not that kind of time of year yet. But we're probably going to have a good deal of wind pickup here shortly. We got a crazy high right now. We're right on the high tide, and the wind is west. It's already turned west-northwest, so we're already starting to see that the tide is much fuller than anticipated. Let's just see if we can turn a couple of trout's heads. Bigger baits before it gets real nasty. It's a system for sure. It is a system for sure. Understanding the rod and the reel and everything. That's another fish that's going to be, it's going to push 20. Another.
Oh, the hook just came out.
Yeah. And that was me babying it because I don't have much drag. I'm just using my thumb on this Tranks. Let's get him out. I'm going to do a quick measure.
Yeah, it's got some girth to him.
Yeah, it's not a 20. That other one was much bigger. This one's going to be about 17, but still beautiful fish. I mean, gorgeous. Wow. All right, let's do that again. The devil made me do it. The devil made me do it. just boiled on me. Oh, there he is. He got it on the drift. As I made the cast, it was just kind of kiting across the top, and he came up and just crushed it. Never even really got it engaged that much. I got this one, Rick. You keep going. He's not a brute size. I can handle this one. Still nice though.
He's got 18.
Yeah, he's a good one, but wow. You can see how it doesn't put a big hole in their face, you know. Yeah, moderate fast, small wire hook. It's perfect. I mean, it really is perfect. Oh, let's get them off. Oh yeah, I can see him boiling that water. This one's got a little juice. There's some juice here. Now I don't have the drag set. You know, I'm using my thumb mostly. Oh yeah, it's a good one. A wide body. That's why I use those small wire hooks. Look at that. Again, another big, thick, good Lord. Look at the sides on that fish there. Woo!
Look at the fillets on him.
That is amazing.
Like our buddy Ryan likes to say.
I was just saying that. And then you stick one. Yeah, it's bouncing the rod tip like a trout. Nice fish, really good fish. And see how coming down with that slack line works, and he ate it too. He totally ate it. So that's the deal. That's more than a better than a slot fish there. All right, nice job. Well done. Got you a good one. I have been wearing my chesty cam all morning long without a jacket on, but I'm definitely gonna put my jacket on now because it's gotten cold. Air temperatures probably, since Rick and I got started, it's probably dropped like a good 10 degrees. Water temp still nice and warm though, and the fish, well, they're feeling it, and they're chewing. So switched Rick over to a jerk shad that can work through this floating grass a lot easier since it's so windy, and keep gnawing away at these fish. Oh, out of the water, out of the water. That is a good trout. That is a good trout. He's got me down there deep. I'm trying to thumb him. Oh, don't. I can't. This is going to be the best one. Look at that trout. Look at that trout. Tell me that devil doesn't catch him.
Dude, that's 21, 22 right there.
Oh, every bit of it, if not better. And I mean, he smoked it. It is in there. There it is. I only got one hook really in the roof of his mouth, but that is it. Wow. All right. Let me get that out. That is a big fish. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna get the one hook out with the grip here. So that trout, 21 inches. 21 inches on that one. In you go, buddy.
Very nice.
Release over 20. That's what. Release over 20.
Bait's on the floor.
Yeah, okay. I was just saying that. And then you stick one. Yeah, it's bouncing the rod tip like a trout. Nice fish, really good fish. And see how coming down with that slack line works, and he ate it too. He totally ate it. So that's the deal. That's more than a better than a slot fish there. All right, nice job. Well done. Got you a good one. fishing day for such, well, let's be honest, crappy conditions. You had to want to go that day. You saw that rain in the very beginning. Well, we decided to go in spite of that rain. We had to wait for the heaviest part of it to kind of clear off. But then we went right back out there and started fishing. Now, as the day matured, it got windier and windier, and that wind swapped from southwest all the way to northwest. So it made working lures a challenge as well. Not only just casting them, but then being able to manipulate them, because you could see the wind and you could see how dark it was. But what you didn't see was all the floating grass that comes along with that type of wind in front of a front. So we were having to make presentations up into the wind and tide and let them kind of kite across the water. And then as they sank, then we would start twitching them back and forth. And as they came over those potholes and all that pepper grass, it was on. They knew there was some cold weather coming, and they were chewy. I mean chewy. The color that worked the absolute best was, this is the 06 color or the 06 color. Kind of a chartreuse glow color, but there's a rattle in this bait. A lot of you know the Paul Brown history. This is a bait that comes out of Texas. It's historically one of the top trout producers out there on the Texas Gulf Coast, and it's just one of those lures that I have a ton of confidence when it comes to catching fish. It never lets me down. Rick caught a few on Z-Man jerk shads, which behave the same way, and that's why I said in the intro, you really have to think about when you're going to throw the Little Devil. The Little Devil works the best on those warm-ups. When it gets really cold, I kind of use the OG, the original torpedo-looking Paul Brown lure, the old Corky, if you will, or the Fat Boy. But when we've got water temps that are high 60s, close to 70, I almost always go with Little Devil. I have to work it a little faster. It's a little more weight forward, if you will. And so it darts around a lot and glides. But that little ball tail gives it a ton of action. I mean, and don't think that you can only just catch trout on this bait. You absolutely can catch redfish and snook on this bait as well. But now that we've got this crispy day here, and we're going to have another really chilly night tonight, well, I might be pulling those OG baits or those Fat Boys out for tomorrow to fish with my friend Joe Nelms. Or we might be fishing Ned rigs in some deep holes. But we're going to have to do something different, because I got a feeling those trout we were catching, they have moved to deeper, warmer water now. Hey, once again, if you like what you're seeing here, give us a thumbs up. Like us, share us, comment, become part of the FlatsClass University. Join us here each and every day. I've got a video for you. In fact, I'm going to go right down there to the shop and start making another one for you right as we sign off. Take it easy.